What's up, Fam of Liberty? Drill Sergeant, aka Admin Doug here, and today I want to talk about how even after everything we've seen and heard from the orange orangutan and his party of right-wing sycophants, even after the rise of Nazi cowards who cover their faces and march in only the safest of spaces, and khaki-panted micro-dick basement dwellers loading into the back of U-Haul trucks because they've been emboldened by the rhetoric of a party that's so openly racist, misogynistic, homophobic, and transphobic that it spent more time trying to protect women's bathroom in the Capitol last week than it did trying to protect the Capitol itself from an insurrection. Even after all of that, the mainstream media are still wondering what side of the aisle Nazis are on, but have no problem demonizing people protesting an obvious genocide as the extreme left wing. And let's be clear. If you didn't vote for Kamala because of some misguided Palestinian protest, or worse, voted for Vagina Voldemort as some sort of a protest vote, I hope they put a statue of you right in the middle of the new Trump apartment complexes built in what used to be called Palestine, after Mike Huckabee green flags complete and total genocide of the men, women, and children who were begging you to vote for Kamala. But no, you knew better. Back to the point. Listen, if the mainstream media can't tell whether or not a Nazi rally is right-wing or not, but is completely sure that peaceful protesters against genocide are all extreme left-wingers, we have a fucking problem. Here's an example from the genius Dana Bash from Fuck You America News.
About something that happened over the weekend, not in your district, in Columbus. A group of neo-Nazis paraded through that city wearing, waving swastikas, covering their faces. This is not the first time this sort of thing has happened in Ohio in particular, and of course it's continuing to spread. We don't know what side of the aisle this comes from. I mean, typically neo-Nazis are for the far right. Yeah. You had protests from the far left at your house. Correct. As a Jewish member.
Again, if the mainstream media can't tell whether or not a Nazi rally is right-wing or not, but is completely sure that peaceful protesters against genocide are all extreme left anti-Semites, not the Nazis, but the Gaza protesters, we have a fucking problem. Now, let me restate that. They have a fucking problem. You know why this happens, Fam of Liberty? It's because the same corporations that bring these outstanding examples of journalism to us are also the multi-million-dollar corporations that want tax cuts and lower wages. This happens because being seen as too left-wing will hurt their chances to tickle the hairy balls of the oligarchs when they need a favor, or when they have to bend the knee to the new state-run TV clown suit McFuckface is going to impose when he gets into power again. You know, it's like they used to say about pornography. You know it when you see it. Well, I see Nazism when I look at an administration that wants to select Sebastian Gorka to be a part of the anti- or counter-terrorism cabinet. Talk about selecting the damn fox to guard the henhouse. Oh, Mr. President, I won't turn the other way when American fascists do something horrible. This man is linked to a Hungarian fascist group that supported and collaborated with literal Nazis during World War II. But what do I know? Huh? Like, I don't want to be a paranoid tinfoil hat-wearing guy, guys. But for fuck's sake, we need to wake up and be aware of what we're seeing happening in front of us and speak out about it. In the coming days, we will not be able to rely on the news to tell us the whole truth. We're going to have to use our critical thinking skills to see through the bullshit. We're going to want to look at news sources from outside the U.S. We're going to need to be our own Walter Cronkite or Dan Rather. We're smart enough. We're capable enough. We can do it. And quite frankly, we have to do it. The media's willingness to push the horse race by inventing outrage over Kamala not doing enough interviews or needs to be more specific about her plans, while downplaying the absolute crazy, incoherent answers coming out of the mouth of our future Führer in the times that he did show up in order to create ratings over reporting, is a part of the reason why he was elected in the first place. So we're going to do our best not to turn into those people who refuse to believe anything that doesn't match our biases, but we are going to learn to recognize the bias in the reporting in front of us and see clearly through what they're trying to tell us to get to the truth. Lean on the humor of the late-night humorists like John Oliver. Lord knows we're going to need some humor to get through this, guys. The mainstream media is going to lie to us over the next 4 years, or at least they aren't going to tell us the whole truth. But we're ready for it, and we don't let them cover up the fascist nonsense with lies and misdirection. Lean on us, fam. We're all here for each other. And this isn't scripted, but I wanted to give a big daggone shout out, a thank you, Admin Tim and the whole Sons of Liberty family and you guys out there for accepting me and for them even thinking that I had something to offer that they weren't already doing. When Admin Tim came to my channel, Political Drain on YouTube, check it out, we knew that we had something, but I had no idea that I would be honored to be an admin. And now I am. So fam, I'm here for you. And thank you guys.
And now it's time for the throw punch!